How do I get leads and prospects? What do I say? What should I use? How should I really engage with them at a deep level? That's the conversation we're going to tackle in this video training. BJ O'Neill here with Business Coach Mastery. And we're going to discuss today that very thing. And I'm going to give you one specific way that can be done utilizing our done-for-you business coaching system and platform that we call the Focused Method, okay? Now, real quick, if you're on our coaching team, you've heard me say this. If you're taking a look at potentially joining our coaching team, this may be new to you. There's 3 areas that you must solve when it comes to business coaching. I don't care where you live. I don't care of your background. I don't care how long you've been coaching, if you're brand new or if you're doing it for a decade or more. There's the 3 things. Number 1, where do I get leads and prospects? More importantly, what do I say? What's my message? Number 2, how do I convert those leads and prospects into ongoing, high-paying monthly clients? And the 3rd, how do I coach those clients, my clients, to get results with simplicity? You got to figure that out. That's the goal. That's what we are doing with our total A to Z, soup to nuts, step-by-step process to be able to coach a business owner to accelerate the profits and the revenues of their business, okay? Businesses, they're all in a different spot, right? You've got some that are brand new. You got some that have been around for a while. They've gotten into, $500,000, $1 million or whatever, but everybody hits a lid at some point. Some have, we have, it's called accidental success. They were able to have enough just ingenuity to be able to make it work for a while, and then it all kind of hits the wall, right? And so we want to sit down and to show them specifically how to be able to grow with one strategy at a time and one step at a time. And in most cases, and of course, in our coaching community, you are building your very own business coaching practice. This is not a franchise, but it's franchise-like. You get your brand, your style, you coach how you want, where you want. But a lot of our coaches, they're teaching businesses profitability, leadership, and culture, okay? Today, though, I'm going to talk specifically about getting leads, how to engage with them with one of our tools, and how to do it in an effective way that really deepens your credibility. It increases your trust and your prominence, and it's all done around them and their business, okay? So if you're on our coaching team and you're not doing this yet, or if you've not thought about it yet, this is absolutely for you. If you're taking a peek at our system and our tools and our resources and joining our team, this is something you really want to dig your teeth into and pay attention to, because it's one of those that this is called leverage. You're able to leverage resources and leverage tools where you don't have to create the work. You don't have to mess with the tech. You don't have to mess with the content. You spend your time, 90+% of your time, building relationships, because I don't care how you do it. You got to build relationships at some point in the juncture. All right, I'm going to share my screen here in a moment, and we're going to talk about utilizing and leveraging a white-labeled online business academy. All right, full-blown business academy with tools, resources, content, video modules, workbooks, and stuff. And then how do we use and how can we use an academy like this, an online business academy, a guide, if you will, to build rapport and relationship with those that we would call leads and prospects. I do hate that term, by the way. It's really just about the relational aspect, but it is what it is when it's all said and done. All right, I'm going to share my screen here. You'll see here, this is our software. If you're not familiar, this is our Profit Mastery Accelerator software, okay? And inside this, we have our Business Academy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a high level, just kind of like, here's how you can use an academy to be able to build rapport and relationship to move people along in the journey before they become a client, for the hopes of becoming a client. Say that 3 times, okay? Before I do that, let me just kind of show you the internal, what parts on the inside of the academy looks like. One, we have what's called our virtual MBA. This is literally a professional level content designed to be able to truly help someone understand the necessary pieces to building a business and its structure, and you can utilize this over a year's time. We'll talk about that in a moment. Number 2, we have complete financial training for business owners. how to read the profit and loss statement, what a balance sheet is, like just the three numbers that matter the most in business growth. And maybe if even you don't know that, this is going to be great content for you. And then we have the different modules themselves. And it doesn't matter what the module is, that we have different tutorials, we have different workbooks, and so on. Okay, so let me get back to where did I do? I can't talk and do, there it is. Can't talk and two different things at the same time. Okay, so this is our hub for all things training related to our academy, all right? And so this is why our business academy works for coaches. One, in our world, we call our 12 foundational principles the Jumpstart 12. We have more than just 12, but these are these transformational bedrock foundational strategies. We're not making them up. Regardless, though, all of the academy elements circle around these 12 areas and then some, okay? As you saw earlier, why it works, the financial training for business owners, they're lessons to be able to help owners understand their numbers, to take action with confidence, build KPIs, but to really harness the truth around what's actually causing the acceleration of profits, or worse, going backwards, okay? And then, as you already mentioned, or I already mentioned rather, a full year of weekly real-world business trainings designed to master critical skills with the 52-week virtual MBA. This is why it works for a business coach. And the cool thing is, we do all the work. You don't have to do it, but fully white labeled in any shape, matter, or form, okay? So here's the 6 steps where you can turn the academy into a lead magnet or a resource to build that relationship through content. And we're taking things from being superfluous and just, up here in the, just everything's just kind of, basic, and we're going to go further. And from a competitive perspective, you're not going to find other coaches to have content like this because it's so hard and arduous. Number 1, you can, or remember 6 steps here, invite prospects to preview lessons or start a 7-day trial. So let's say that you've connected with somebody, maybe it's a referral, or you met someone through the chamber or somewhere locally in your business and whatnot, and you're talking about growth. Well, you can enroll them into your academy, and again, it's fully branded, your colors, your look and feel, and all that. You can enroll them in there and share a resource with them, okay? Or you can give a 7-day trial, for instance, and give them access, and they can kind of take a peek around. That's not an unusual thing to do, but they can take a peek around at the potential opportunities that are available to them. Number 2, you can leverage the academy to demonstrate your teachings, credibility, and trustworthiness. How would that work? Well, let's say that you're building a relationship with someone who is maybe they own a couple of dry cleaning locations. Doesn't matter what the business is, but I just use that one as an example, okay? And maybe you ask them in your conversations with them as you're getting to know them, like, what's unique about your dry cleaning locations compared to the competitive options that are out there? And maybe you led that conversation into asking the question, well, tell me how you are incredibly unique compared to the other options that are available for a customer. Then you can say, you know what, I want to prescribe to you a resource that I have inside of my online business academy. We call that a strategy called creating a market dominating position. In other words, it's like, how would you make it so incredibly crazy where customers would be crazy not to do business with you? So you're using the content to bridge the gap, to build a relationship all around how to become more unique, but you're not having to do the actual work. So you can leverage the academy in that way. You can use the academy engagement as a warm-up for your PAS sessions. Now, if you're not familiar with what that means, is that we utilize a resource that's an assessment, essentially, to convert business owners into clients. So super visual. We're showing them what small incremental percentage increases look like through multiple business strategies, okay? Well, leading up to that point, you might elect to use part of your academy to just warm the conversation up, to get them to have some aha moments. We see this all the time where businesses are like, you know what? We just have not even thought about that. We've not wrestled with that. So it's warm them up so that when you get to the assessment and you go deeper, they've already had a preview of kind of what you're talking about, okay? You can follow up with value-based conversations about their growth opportunities. Maybe you're building a relationship, you're trying to get somebody to a deeper conversation, and maybe you send them something as a follow-up part because you haven't been able to advance the ball just yet. So using content sometimes is a great way. Hey, have you ever thought about increasing your prices? Or when's the last time that you were to increase your prices? And you can send them a resource out of the academy through value. That's not just about, hey, just checking back in with you. Like, that's basic, it's vague, it's not going to do anything. In this way, you can leverage the academy to do that. You can position paid access as an upsell or a value bonus for coaching clients. So as you are building your coaching business, you can leverage the academy as an add-on or even a downsell. And by the way, you can charge whatever you want to charge. You keep 100% of what you earn. You can do a $97 a month kind of deal. You could do a $497 a month and they get one call with you per week. Lots of ways to package around the content in creating a resource for you. Or let's say that you are talking to them about your one-on-one coaching and you charge, $2,500 a month for your one-on-one services. The business really likes the idea. They're just not at a place where they want to do that very thing. Well, you could offer the academy as a downsell, right? And you enroll them, you set it and forget it. It's all automated. You don't have to worry about doing anything. Lastly, you can let your content work as a credibility engine so the right clients raise their hand. Look, again, we're teaching them about profitability, about leadership, about the culture, so other things as well. But the core, like, none of those things matter if there's not any margin. Where there is no margin, there is no mission, okay? And so we want to help them recognize and understand profit acceleration. How do you grow the business? Well, growing revenues means nothing if you're not keeping any of it, okay? But we see it all the time where someone says, yeah, man, we're doing 15% more than last year. Great. What is that? What's your margins looking like? Well, they're just so overly focused on the revenue side. They really not focus at all on the profitability side. So when you're helping them to understand and recognize profit acceleration, it really kind of moves and stirs the right people to raise their hand and say, hey, I want to know more. I want to understand more. And by the way, you can also utilize it with groups. Like we've had a number of our coaches to create relationships with chambers of commerces and other types of community groups. And, every community has a different kind of business function. We have a lot of guys who say, hey, I'm going to give access to all the paying members of the group here. And then I'm going to sit down with them, show how it works and whatnot. I'll give them 6 months access, no charge or whatever. Number of ways that you can utilize the academy to do that very thing. As a part of, one of the things that's so challenging about building a business coaching practice is the creation of tools, the creation of technology, the maintenance of those things, and so on. That's why we have a full-blown A to Z, soup to nuts, done for you business coaching system, platform, and community to be able to grow your business at whatever level that you want to grow it to. You're able to increase your income. You're able to increase your flexibility. You're able to have the provision to do things for your family that you've always wanted to do. Coaching is a fantastic way to be able to do that. So again, if you're on a coaching team, sink your teeth into our academy. Leverage it. Lean on it. It's a great way and a number of ways to build relationships with leads and prospects for sure. If you are curious about our tools, maybe you're thinking about joining our team, you're taking a peek at things, you're looking at some resources, you want to know more, there might be a button somewhere here, or maybe in an email to book a call. We'll just go into deeper waters with you to help you understand further if it's the right fit for you or not, so you can learn more to see if it is for you. Okay, there you go. So utilizing a business academy to be able to get leads, to deepen those relationships inside of that time where you're building, solid relationships with the business community. All right. Until next time, take care.